Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 11 of our Leafcoats hard mode playthrough on the Hollows map. We have 4.3 days left of the current bad tide and we are going to get into some other projects today. So I'm reading Jason's comments in the obviously in the comment section. He mentioned about the futility of using the mine to begin with, and I'm very much inclined to agree with him. I feel like it will just injure all of the beavers. So we're going to give that a pause. I mean, we've got over there, that's fine. What we're going to do is going to look for other sources of scrap metal. So we do have sources of scrap metal over here. And we also need to, I would also like to think about how we can utilise some of these spaces better for mangrove, tree farms and such. So I would like to actually plug this Badwater source. It is very far down, but I would like to plug it. And then maybe we could blast a hole through here and use this as sort of like a mangrove growing area. But first we have to get over there. So he also mentioned some very good points about the amount of willows to eucalyptus I need. I'm not sure the ratio we have at the moment, but we have full storage on both, so I'm not going to worry too much about that for now. But yeah, I think our immediate issue is our beaver population. Now we have 30 kits, so I think that this is going to solve itself. I'm hopeful that I haven't come into another beaver nightmare where I've got too many beavers and I can't keep them all alive. So we'll see how this goes. And I've realised I've absolutely screwed this up for the power. So if we delete that, let's put a power cable, power in there, and then we can get around to the back of this. So how are we going to put? So let's speed this up a little bit. Water we're fine because we have our new water storage tree. Oh, a bit of a jank there. So we have our water storage tree, which we're pumping all this out at the moment, and we also have loads of food. I do want to improve the diversification of the food. I would like to move, hopefully, this episode towards finally getting all types of foods. A little bit. Oh, can you just come out the back? Oh, you can just come out the back. Okay, that renders everything I did there a bit silly, but it is what it is. So I had a lovely week off. So yeah, so I spent a couple of days in York, and I've been working a lot. So it's really good to actually get back to doing the videos. I've missed doing the videos massively. So yeah, this is my first recording in like a week. Ooh, another bit of junk. Are we better off just... Do we have a bridge long enough? If I was to put that there, what does that look like? So even if that was... I would like to bridge across, just because I think it would look nice. So if I put that there, that there, we can come down here, and then we can bridge across. Oh, delete that. One too far. A bridge too far. And there we go. Lovely little bridge across there. And then we can get some scavenger flags in. Up here. So, you know, to maybe exhaust as much of the metal on the map as we can before we have to worry about the mine. This seems really janky whenever I swing anything round. We also... Ooh, I didn't realise that was down there. We also do want to start plugging these Badwater sources, seeing as they're not that useful. That will allow us to think about how the water flows out here, and maybe put like a mangrove swamp in down there. But first we have to get over to clog it. So, are they going to be able to build that? I think they are. If I can... Oh, I can. I mean, I've just created an abomination, but they can. And then if I... So, science, we have 20k. Oh, I didn't think I'd see that on this playthrough so much. And what we'll do is we'll just pop a Badwater dome there. On top. As for trees... Do I want to put another tree? I mean, we could have a really janky zipline system coming around here. I think we're going to have a really weird zipline system if we wanted to put a tree. So where could we put the tree? Do you think the tree will go here? And then when we do turn this into like some sort of food area, we'll provisionally put the idea of a tree in here. So if I put a base down, I won't forget, even if we can't get to it, to build it. And then in a couple of episodes time, I'll come over to you and I'll go, why did we put that tree there? And it won't make any sense. So, are they doing that? I don't know what other building projects I've given them. This is done. This is fine. What are they doing? Or are we just really short on builders? Stuff down here. This has all been taken out, apart from that one. Demolish that. Yeah, I'm going to delete some of these paths because I know guys in the comments hates that. Huh? Maybe just to get round to come around to that. I don't know what else they're building. Are they whizzing over here? Where are you? Unconnected buildings? There aren't any unconnected buildings. You got anything up here to do? Can't get up. It's the damn locks. So maybe we pop in another tree. Oh no, this okay, so this tree is going to require power. So do we pop in an industry next to the power tree? We could do. So let's put in a, what's this got at the bottom? So it has got beaver storage. Can I put a warehouse? Oh. So that doesn't have any way in. Oh, do I just put beaver storage down? Maybe I do. Maybe we do go for beaver storage. Maybe we put a bit more housing down. I'm sure you can do it with the tree blocks. So you can do side with branch access. So I can pop that there, can't I? I just have to build the tree myself, and I'm really quite lazy. So if we just put in beaver housing. And then we're just, so if we put in how about a bit of storage? And then we're also going to have to, no, we do not want to do that just yet. Where is our power shaft? So our power shaft is here. So if I go up, we want to pop it. So we want to tunnel down here. So let's start putting the tunnels in. And let's get the high prioritized. Just so that I can see. Why won't they? Ah, so they have to come in and put a platform in first. And then they can put a tunnel in. Cool. There we go. So we have entered cycle 20, day 1. We are in a good tide. Water should just be flowing freely out, as it is. Excellent, it's flowing all through here. That's what we like to see. Yeah, we are seriously hurting on the logs, aren't we? We just need to, get this tree in. So, can I... just get that built. Come on, guys. Then we can run loads of power shafts down here. So I am central clicking, guys. I'm pressing Alt, central clicking on my mouse, and it is... oh, it's just maybe my mouse central wheel is actually a bit turd. I think that might be might be what's happening here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I deserve that. It's really weird, isn't it, to be playing a game like Timberborn and the trees are the issue. Like, ooh, like the tree shouldn't be an issue, should they? It should be like That should be your fundamental resource. Someone I worked with was like, of those beavers clearly got issues because they won't go for the trees. Oh look, we did get the Labour Monument in, so we have that at least. I'm sure some of you are probably shouting at me saying you could just power up this tree, but I mean, when do I ever do anything that makes sense? There we go, it's worked now. If I absolutely hammer it. But what we're going to do is we're going to delete that vertical power shafts. Return to main level. And then in theory, we should be able to put a tree right here and it should be powered. So, housing block. Is that going to be powered? I'm not sure if it is. Let's delete that. So what we could do is... Oh, I've disconnected that, haven't I? Oh, I'm making a hash of this. This is the kind of gameplay you guys come here for. The quality, me making a hash of the most simplistic tasks. So, housing. Like so. There we go. And then, if we just put in some industrial buildings, so we are literally just going to put lumber press. And we have 6. I think we're going to have enough leftover beavers for this. And then we're just going to have... we're going to put the tree blocks in. So we'll put them... Because I want to do the lumber press, like, alternate sides. Oh, come on. So let's go for a ladder in there, obviously. And then... if we go for another lumber press. And these can all just be making logs, because that is what we need. We just need loads and loads of logs. And then I will put some, so what I will do is I'll put some storage for... Oh, more jank. Come on. There we go. So... and another ladder. Like so. So hopefully these can all just make logs. And what's the actual... oh, straight away, day 4. We're not even close to filling this stuff up. I have thought about a diversion here where we... because a lot of this, we're just pissing it off the side of the map, essentially. So I have thought about a... I can't see it, so I couldn't scroll down. So I have thought about diversion here, where we come into the side here, and we divert. We sort of divert up a shaft, and come along here, and the excess goes into here, and then we literally set this. We put a levee here at the end, so we set it so that it can only go to a certain height. This would involve replacing all of this with levees, etc. That might, depending on how long this is, that might be a good thing to try. This is filling up the reservoir. It's just not filling up like as much as I'd like it to. So anyway, what was I doing? I was looking for the lumber press recipe. So it's bark, branches, and pine resin, and that produces logs. So storage-wise, I guess we just go for large warehouse. What does that? What do we put in that? Bark. Oh, it's all just large warehouses. Bark, branches. Did you have branches or did you have bark? And pine resin. Notice we put in a lot of extra resin over here and 2 tapper shacks. So we will be getting a shed load of resin, in theory. I really want to solve this issue this episode, because I don't want it to like hold us back from doing the other stuff we want to do. So let's just go again. Pine resin. Oh, sugar. My phone fell over. We are really lacking on the resin. Hopefully these guys can tap a lot of this soon. Some of this is going to take quite some time to grow. I wonder whether we put some... I mean, yeah, we'll do that for now. We will do that for now. How are they getting on? Oh, they are over here, and they are putting in the stuff over here. I just realised I didn't put any... There it is. It's too far. Oh, no. Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? I just realised I didn't put any scavenger flags in over here. So where are the scavenger flags there? Can we come one... Oh, look at that. That's an overhang and a half, isn't it? Can we... That's a lot of triple platform. It's not going to hurt us at this point. And there we go. So hopefully, once this is built, then we should be able to build this. Fingers crossed. But how is our industry coming on? Our second industry anyway. And then we want a large pile for logs. So we are turning logs into planks. This is... We do have a reasonable amount of logs being made now. Is that because pine resins come in? We have a nice sized pine forest down here. We have 2 tapper shacks in here now. And we also have over here, which is coming in nicely as well. And how's our reservoir doing? Our reservoir is doing all right. It's not as big as I would like it. So I might actually think about coming over here and doing this time. So let's go down. Let's go think about how we're going to do this. So we're going to come out here. So we're going to come out here. I'd also need to ensure that we... Because obviously we built this, didn't I? I might have to dynamite the roof of this and put in some sluices. Like so. Yeah, we might have to do that. But, so 29 days. That is one day off the longest drought we can get. This is going to be a... Well, not necessarily a long episode, but we're going to have to... we have to think about how we're going to get through this. We've got the water, we've got the food. I mean, I don't think we were going to have to like seriously think about how we're going to get through this. But stuff could go wrong, especially seeing as I just keep adding more beavers to the population. So let's start to get some of this in. So is it there? It's there, isn't it? Yeah. So how do we want to do this? So we want to come in here. Essentially, don't we? We want to come in 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. So I think that's as high as we want to come across. And then what we want to do is we want to come across here. Oh no! I am making a hash of that. We also need to be careful of this here, because I don't want to go us going into the Badwater source. Oh no! What is going on? So I think here is sufficient. So then what we'll do is we will come up here with some more tunnels. This might take them quite a while to build. You know, I'm just going with vibes like I always do. So is that... Oh. So let's just look. I know if I had the coordinates thing on, it'd be a lot easier. So that one needs to come out. That one needs to come out. Does that also need to come out? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Right, and then we will come across. Then we will come across to here. And that will allow us to just chuck extra water out into this. So, can you build this for me, please? And to aid in this, I will just delete that. Delete that sluice. And this is the priority. I know I spent all that time talking about, oh no. Right, let's get rid of that. We will just put it where I put stuff. We will just put it where I put stuff. Because otherwise, it's just going to take forever. Oh, that's off center as well. I mean, this can be fine. This can be fine. It's horrendously not fine, but it is fine. So we'll create some sort of convoluted. Why haven't they put this in? What is stopping them? They have to build that first. Oh, I see what's going on here. Do they have to loosen this terrain? Is that the issue? Because there's nothing underneath it supporting it. Right. So I have to delete that as well. We might have to come in through the wall here. Landscaping. Tunnel. Let's just go in through the wall. Anyway, I was making all of this a priority, wasn't I? As I absolutely butchered it. Oh god. Priority, priority, priority. How are we getting on with this? So we have built the industry. How many lines do you connect to? You just connect to one. So if I put a zipline station in here, would you connect to there? Yes, you would. And actually, could you connect to? Too many connections. Could you connect to there? Not through yourself. I mean, that's sufficient, isn't it? That's fine. It just means they haven't got to walk around on the ground. How are they getting on over here? They are putting all of that in. So all the gears are going in. Metal blocks. We have almost the metal blocks. Planks. We have easily the planks. And the gears, we also have the gears. So that's just going to go in. And then we can think about turning that into a mangrove area, potentially. I mean, it's probably more likely that over here is going to become the mangrove area because the water will leak out easily. But it does just give us somewhere for it to go, doesn't it? So I am quite interested to see how they... Come on. There we go. There's a click. And this is built. So close above. Close below contamination 1%. So when all the water starts to be pressurized, that will work. Well, it should work. So then we can put in a terrain block back in there. And I was... I just realised the downfall of this. Maybe they're not going to be able to build something like that, are they? Do I just have to... Beaver access is difficult, isn't it? It'd be a lot easier if I was coming in from the top. Build. Come on, build away. And see what happens there. We are also going to be ripping all of these dams out, but we're not going to do that just yet. Maybe I'm worrying for nothing, because there is still a lot of water stored in here. Oh, and there's also all of this here. Oh, that was silly. I decided to go for this light over here. I mean, it's fine. When I can click on it. It's just literally the gears going in now. Fine. This should be your last job, guys. I want this done when nothing else is going on. And then whatever bad water sources are there. So, we know about this one. Is that the only bad water source on the map? Is there not one? I'll look at a little letterbox off the side of the map that we put in. I swore there was another bad water source. Oh, that's really interesting. That is very interesting. I also promised I was going to do something down here with food, didn't I? Did I? No, let's get rid of this. I feel like this is just overindulgent now. Go away. And then what we'll do is we'll put in some fermenters down here. That's the problem when you have like a week off making videos and stuff, because you go, oh, what was I doing? And you can't remember. That is an abomination. Let's get rid of that. So what are you making? You're making dandelions, chestnuts, and you can make fermented fruit. Yeah, I think that. One of each. A bit of variety going on. Right, and let's go see how I've absolutely butchered this in here. I thought coming up from the bottom might not... Oh, that has actually worked. I don't know how that's worked, but it has actually worked. Right, how has that worked? So that's connected. Is that connected? They should be building that. I'm unsure what I've done here. So, oh, they can walk through that ladder. No, I can't pass through that ladder. So what I've done is I need to... Okay. That's another abomination. Fine. It is what it is. And then we're going to have to do something janky at that end, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Build, my pretties. So this is set for... So this is close above contamination 2%. So this is close below contamination 2%. So that when the pressure starts to build and we yeet it all up the tube that's in this side, which it probably won't. No, it will. Yeah, the pressure will keep going high. Is that like a visual bug, or is that... I don't know. I don't know. I want to see this at this cold. Is it a caldera? Is it like a... It's just a hollow. I want to see it absolutely full. So pine resin is still our limiting factors. However, we are producing a load of logs. Maybe we do need more, but the pine trees, they're still a low growing. Let's give them a bit more time. I am a real big fan of this mod. Just look at all these trees, and we're not even cutting them apart from this lot. Let's not talk about that lot. And on the top of this tree, I thought we'd put the tribute to ingenuity in. I thought that'd be nice. It's all powered. Are all the gravity batteries fully charged? They're not fully charged. So maybe we'll have a bit more ancillary power on this tree when we get to it at some point. I would like to put toppers on all the trees as well, regardless of if it's functional or whether it's just an aesthetic topper. And I would like to put the Fountain of Joy in at some point as well. I don't know where the Fountain of Joy could go. Oh, that was jank. Pop it down here, maybe. Oh, 12,000 signs? Let's not do that just yet. Let's focus on what's going on here. Now, in my head, I wasn't going to do any more tunnelling in either of my series for a while because I think you guys probably get very bored of watching beavers tunnel. But here we are again because I want to fill up this big lake. So while we let them get on with that, is this capped now? That is capped. No bad water will come out of there. So what I was thinking we could do is, how do we turn whatever's through here, we're going through the hole, into somewhere where we can have our a mango farm. Mangrove, not mangoes. So what we would need to do is, let's just talk about this hypothetically for now. So what I think we'd do is we'd come in here with terrain blocks and we would fill this in. We would just go like all the way around there. So that leaves us this area here. Now I can't be bothered to deal with those ruins, so let's just box that in. That is slightly upsetting, but it will be what it will be. And then we could essentially come all the way over here, like so. I don't think any bad water comes through there. No. We could come all the way over there. Pop that there, pop that there, pop that there. Do I need to go higher? I don't think I do I? Come across. I am just going to come across there. Come across there. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to rely on this reservoir being absolutely topped up to the max. Because when I knock these through, only the higher level of water is going to flow through. I mean, we could tunnel that out so the lower level of water maybe we will tunnel all of that out. So let's put that in as a project. I'm going to do tunnels because loosened dirt, it just takes a while for me. How much dirt? Yeah, we got plenty of dirt. I don't feel like we need it. We will just tunnel because it's just quicker. I haven't got to babysit it to the nth degree like before. So if we tunnel that out, I have a terrain tool for this, don't I? So I can just do that. Pop that there. And then come all the way through here. And then we will... I mean, that is going to take them an absolute age. Look at how many tunnels. So I'll put a path on that. And then we also need to think about the tree. So I was thinking of we should use our idea we did on the other side with the tree. And put a tree in the middle. What am I doing? Landscape wise. So what I want to do is I also want to, fill that. That's just natural. So I think we do what we did on the other side, where we have a tree in the middle, and then we zip line maybe over to here. Why is this paused? This should not be paused. That's really frustrating. So how many? So we could beam, tree in the middle, mangrove swamp. Come and get the mangroves. Happy days. Stick some forest to gather flags on some platforms. Job's a good one. So we're going to do that. I wish that hadn't been paused while we was talking about that, because the whole idea was that was paused so they could get on with this, and I bet we go down here and nothing's happened. I mean, not nothing. I wouldn't describe that as nothing, but I mean, what are you doing? Delete that. No, I don't want that. I do not want that. Maybe we do pop these here, just so that they can actually start putting all of this in. Yeah, so they can start putting that in. They can start working on that, because that is going to take an absolute age. And then what we will do is we'll have sluices at the end, a bit lower down, so that if the water level ever does become a problem, it won't be too bad. And then this will get filled up from these two sources, from these sources and this source here. So that should allow us to have a mangrove area over here that will be sufficient to provide all of we need for all of our recipes. Because mangrove fruits we are just diminishing quite quickly. So fermented fruit, what does that require? Fermented fruit, it does require mangrove fruits and grapes. So yeah, so we are short on that. How are we doing on the grapes? 1.5k. On most of the raw foods, I mean, we could do with some more chestnuts. We could do with some more... There's quite a few things we could do with more of. And I noticed some of you will go, but Scott, I can see that you have more you could get more builders, and you are right. So let's get another builder hut in. Because why not? While I was waffling away, I don't think that's egregious to put that on that tree. I think that's fine. It just is what it is. Up, down. We might as well have more. Oh, have I gone past it? I have gone past it. Yeah, they're gonna. I just want to babysit this because I want to make sure we get enough path in. I mean, why have you come around there to do that? Just build this ladder. Seriously, guys. Sometimes I question what the beavers do. And is this just? This is just. I'm not going to delete any of it because we would like to get it off the ground at some point. But let's make these paths look a little bit neater. Okay. So we're 36 minutes into the episode. I don't feel like we've done much. I really don't feel like we've done much. It feels like a bit of a weird one. However, I mean, stuff just does take time. It didn't help that it paused for all that time. But yeah, no, I feel like we've talked about what we want to do. I mean, we've got another industry. We're planning the Badwater. Well, no, that Badwater dome's in. We're just waiting for that to. Yes, and that's what's allowed us to do this. Okay, yeah, we are doing stuff. I talked about this medium housing unit. I'm going to get rid of that to remind me. I don't need that to remind me. And then they will slowly put all of this in. They're obviously building from the back because that's the furthest one. So this stuff should be. Go to that level. My mouse clicky is the ongoing saga of does Scott need a new mouse? Yes, he does. So let's. I don't want that massively deprioritized. Let's get that as the semi lowest priority. Now they're going to start doing it from this end, aren't they? Because they've got the path now. I mean, do what you want, guys. I don't care. I care about this. This is what I care about. I care deeply about this. Trouble is because it is just two facings, and they can only reach two things. It does just take the longest amount of time to do this. Yeah, and I mean we are going to rip these out and put sluices in, so that it will just control the water will just stay at a certain level and it won't go down. Maybe do we have sluice? I don't know. How much resin do we have? We still only have 2. Are you guys not tapping? Maybe this is taking a little bit longer. Maybe we're going to need more pines as well. I mean, the beauty of this design we're having over here is, what I can do is I can turn this into just like another, some water reservoirs, and you could just have normal trees over here. And we probably will end up getting rid of that scrap metal at some point, but not now, because I really don't fancy it. I mean, we probably should cap this at some point as well, and get rid of these water wheels, because we're relying primarily on wind power this playthrough. What are they actually doing? Are they just coming all the way to the end to put... Oh, they came to put the dirt in. Bless them. I mean, is that the worst thing I've ever done? If you really want to put the dirt in, guys, go break a leg. I'm not going to stop you. What did I put in here? Scrap metal and treated planks. Fine. That was always going to happen. That was allowed. I built it. We do have quite a lot of lumber presses. I didn't quite appreciate how many lumber presses we have. Log production is increasing massively. I don't know whether log production is increasing massively or we're just cutting these trees down. I'm not quite sure which it is yet. But you know. Oh look. Please don't tell me not paying attention has resulted in them not doing that. So this episode, I don't think we're going to get to the end of this drought. I mean, we're probably definitely not going to get to the end of this drought. Look at, they're just doing this in such a janky way, aren't they? Oh, but Scott, why don't you put some stuff over here so they can... I like punishing the beavers, but yeah, you're right. So, what do we need for this? Extract. Do we have it? We don't have extract, do we? Oh, we do have extract. So, extract logs, plank shovels. So, storages, extract, shovels, and then logs and planks. And they can be set to obtain. And let's get all that built really quickly. That should hopefully make all of this a little bit more bearable to watch. Though they are getting some of it in. Let's go back over to my prime concern, where they are putting a lot of it in. I don't know how going up here is going to work, because we're going to have to use ladders and stuff to get up the side, so I might have screwed this up a little bit, but I think it will be fine. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced. But we also do need to have this set. So if we have this set, that. So fingers crossed, bad tide it all goes up there. Good tide it all goes, when we have the sluices set, it will come up here. Well, first it will filter through here, and then any water will filter up. So we have actually exhausted the reservoir. So this area we put this in, which is good. They are going to die. They are all going to die. That's why I didn't plant over this side. Oh, that's sad. I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to splash that. It's not worth it. Not worth it for the little micro. So this is fine. We have pine resin, and pine resin numbers are going up. Did I not say extract? Set to obtain. Prioritise by haulers. Prioritise by haulers. And then hopefully the beavers over here should just come and start putting stuff in. Apart from the earth. Which they can put in. I mean, they can do whatever they want. They should make it so they can access everything. And we'll leave them to do that. But how is it going on down here again? So we are at the end. So, delete up to here. And they're putting those ones in. So how high are we going? We are going reasonably high, aren't we? We'll see what happens there in a minute. I mean, could I just come in from the top? Maybe it's just easier to... Maybe rather than screwing around, it's just easier to come in from the top. I say as I screw around. Put them there. Oh, this is good. Do I think we can do this in time? Yes, I do. I think we could do this in time. So, we need to... You guessed it. Pop those prioritizations in. Because they can't reach any of that. So I think we go in from the top, don't we? So landscaping there. There. And just get that built. Just get all of that built. So yeah, so come on. We got the logs. We got loads of logs. Production issues are being sorted out amazingly well. Do you know what? I really don't want you doing this just yet. I feel like we could get dirt storage over here and it would be a lot easier and we could just, you know, tree over. I mean, we could decide where we want our central tree to go. And as standard, I am going to completely ruin it by putting a housing unit in the middle. And then we will go bounce, bounce, bounce over there like that. And the beavers will be flying. I did actually wonder whether there's any hidden water sources on this map that you can unlock. So if we come all the way down to the bottom, of the map, you can see there are some buried water sources. That's interesting. So there's that one there. There are these three here, these three here. There are no other buried hidden water sources. What's this one? No, that's just a hole. So where actually is this? So it's in here. So we could actually tap into this. I mean, we'd have to come up with something for Badwater. But we could tap into this. Or maybe what you meant to do is tap into it for... You're meant to tap into it for there, aren't you? That could be a next episode job. Or you could tell me, Scott, stop tunnelling. We don't want to see it. It's not fun. In which case, I will probably continue to tunnel because that's just some of the things we have to do. But, yeah. Food hasn't gone down. Water hasn't gone down. We are very, very, very stable. They are just putting all of this stuff in. Yeah. So I guess when we come over here, we might bounce. And we could put more mangroves up here, can't we? So maybe we will put a tree up here as well. That could be nice. We could even have it flow out over there, down here into this. We could move this a little bit here, and then we could have it fill up from two sources, so we have contingency. That lovely C word that you love to hear me say. This is just taking ages, isn't it? This is just taking ages. I don't know what else to talk about. Like, this is supposed to be entertainment for you guys. I'm not supposed to struggle for things to look at. I would love to be at a time lapse, but I still haven't figured that out because I'm still looking at how to do it. We could look at the map itself. Like, do we have anything we want to do over here? I mean, we plugged this one. Do we go for this one? Just remove Badwater from the map? Well, not entirely, obviously. I would like to change this. This diversion was great. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a really good diversion. But we could just straight out the back of the map. See you later. No problem. And then we also need to think about how we're going to get to this water source next, which I'm quite excited about. I didn't know it was there. I thought we would just have a look. Do you know what? I am just going to let them... There's no reason not to let them do it, because they are doing it. However, that is also going to be low priority. Low priority. Low priority. They're probably not going to build that because I put that the wrong way around and I'll forget about it in the next episode. I'll be like, why haven't you built that? However, it will be funny and we will all laugh at me. So yeah, so we do need the extra lower level because this would have dried out and all my mangroves would be dying, and that would make me sad on a deep personal level. Oh, come on. I can't believe how many days it takes them to build a couple of ladders. But this is on me. I've asked them to do it this way. I should have thought about this as we did. They are putting that in now. I did think maybe we could. Oh, I should have put something coming off the side there, shouldn't I? So that we could have had, rather than it just be a big power tower, we could have come off the edge there and walked down here. I mean, we can come off the edge here, walk down here and round here, and then burrow down maybe. I'm not sure. I do like what we're doing here. I am fully still in on what we are doing. It's gonna use a lot more water. A lot more water. So that's why we need to finish this. So that can go away. Goodbye. I would delete that, but that would be silly because then... How far down are you? Oh, so we're not doing too badly. And then once we've done that, I can just delete the ladders on the side, and then, if anything, what this means is we can actually just delete this. Delete all of this. Goodbye. Delete all of that. And then what we can do is we can just put sluices in. Yeah. So if we just put landscaping and we put the sluices in. And what we want to do is we want to do close above contamination of 2%. And not of downstream depth. And then we can start to replace these sluices here. Which I believe is going to happen shortly because we're about to run out of water. And we put these in here, didn't we, to stop it being silly? Yes. And then all they've got to do is go along there and we are good. And I can do that by... I could actually do that by... I'm just going to let them finish it. I don't want to jinx that. I don't want to jinx it. So, I think this might be a good place to our end of episode recap. So, let's talk about what we've done today. So, we've thought about a mangrove swamp over here, which I'm hopeful we're going to get into. Maybe not next episode because there was quite a lot of work to put in here. But hopefully soon after that, we have sorted out a log issue. We have lots of logs. I'm very pleased with that. Pine resin's going up. We've sorted out the block in our supply chain, and the industry and the power trees are working as intended. Oh, maybe we do need a bit more power because our gravity batteries are quite low. Does this call for a second power tree? I'm not so sure. But, you know, there's always the option to put something else extra on here. And we're starting to work on a temperate cycle diversion. Rather than the bad tide diversion, we're going to divert all of the water up here, out here. And why are you not being built? It's too far district centre. Well, I'm hopeful that's going to go in. And then all of the water will come into here, unified across the sources, and this should get really, really full. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't, the mangrove swamp idea over the other side might not work. But we'll see. So if you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed playing, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. And hopefully we'll get into a bit more, not interesting stuff. I hope you guys find this interesting, but we'll see some real progress being made. Thank you for watching.